Hi everybody, it's Stephen Aitchison here. Welcome to another YDFLive show. As I said, this is Stephen Aitchison. I'm the creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you grow your Facebook page, grow your audience, share your message and transform your business. Today we're going to be talking about content and more content. Okay, today's show is all about content. So a lot of people can ask me as well, I get a lot of questions about what is the best thing I can do to increase my presence online. And I always say it's all about the content. It's all about kind of content marketing and getting quality information out there to all your fans as much as possible. And we're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Pinterest, we're talking about YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook live shows, everything that you can do to get information out there to more people. Because if you think about what the old strategy was, a lot of people just kind of set up a blog and they put one article out a week and they would expect a flood of people coming over to the blog, signing up to their email list, and that's how they would expect to get their social media presence known out there. But you've got to do so much more than that nowadays. It's all about content. And it's about content marketing as well. And a lot of people don't kind of understand what content marketing is. Content marketing is basically sending out information to try and reach your ideal audience. So that's essentially what content marketing is. So content can be in the form of a blog post, it could be in the form of an email, a Facebook post, a Facebook video, a YouTube video. That is all content marketing. That's what content is. And the content marketing side of it, you want to attract the people, your ideal audience, from the information that you put out. So you might have several kind of assets to your business. So in one part of it, like myself for example, I've got a personal development side of the business and I've got a business side of the business, teaching people how to grow their presence online for example. So I've got two audiences there I want to reach, and within those two audiences there's a further niche that I'm trying to reach as well, because predominantly the personal development side is mainly women that consume the content. So through all my kind of analytics that I can see in the background with Google Analytics and with the Facebook page and everything else, I know that about 75% of my audience is women aged between 25 and 54. So I'll kind of create content with them in mind. With the business side of it, it's slightly different. It's about 55-45 male-female. So I create content for them in a different way than I do the personal development side of it as well. But content, everybody says, well, I've not got time to make more content. I barely am able to kind of write one blog post per week. So I'm going to tell you about a strategy that I've been using for a while now, but not to its full extent, but we're just starting to utilise it and seeing the benefits of it. So say for example you write a blog post, 10 ways to get over anxiety for example. So you've written a blog post and it could be one that you've written 3 years ago, it could be something you've done that already. So 10 ways to get over anxiety, and you put it out there 3 years ago and it's really done nothing, but you know there's people still searching for that information and there's still people finding that information useful because you can see it in your analytics in the background. So what you do with that is you make a video from it. So what you can do is just take the 10 headlines from that blog post and make a video, a 1-minute video from it, which you can put on YouTube. So that's another one piece of content you've got out there. You can also put on Instagram, you can put on Twitter, you can put on Google+, you can put on Snapchat, it's only 10 seconds long, but what you can do with Snapchat is you can take each headline and make a quick Snapchat from that, which literally takes 10 seconds to do. So you could have a Snapchat story, which is another 8 pieces of content. So from that one blog post you've already got 13 pieces of content. And you could also make a Facebook Live. I do a lot of my personal development Facebook Lives from the blog post content that I've already created. So that's 14 pieces of content. And what you can do on Instagram as well, you could also chop it up and put it into different segments and talk about each headline in turn from that. So you could do the Facebook Live and then chop that up and just put each segment onto Instagram. That's another 7 pieces of content. So that's from that one blog post, you've just made or created at least 20 pieces of content for all your different social media platforms. And it doesn't have to take that long. So I've been working on the system just now, a system whereby it just kind of speeds that process up and trying to do as much as possible in as short amount of time as possible, because that's what it's all about. You want people to see you on YouTube, you want people to see you on Facebook, you want people to see you on Twitter, and you want them thinking, Jesus, how hard are they working? They just seem to be everywhere just now. And I remember back in the day when Leo Babauta from ZenHabits.net, I remember he seemed to be everywhere because his blog just kind of really took off. We started blogging together and we were kind of collaborating with some stuff in the past, and his blog seemed to take off. But what he was doing a lot of guest posting for other bloggers as well, and people were sharing him like crazy, and he just seemed to be everywhere. Everywhere I looked, he just seemed to be there. But now we've got expanded social media. So back when I started 8 years ago, we didn't have all these kind of big sites that we've got just now on social media. So now we've got that, and you can leverage that, and it's all about leveraging that and leverage it to your advantage. So one blog post, as I said, 20 pieces of content right there. So that's what you've got to do with regards to kind of social media and content marketing. And that was my message today, just to get you to think about how you could leverage the content you already have and use it, chop it up, and kind of put it out onto different platforms as well to attract the audience that you want. So that was just going to be a very quick one today, just to get you thinking about that, because a lot of people think, yeah, that's quite good, but they don't get the significance of the content. We're all content junkies. We're a nation of content junkies. We consume content every single minute of every single day, whether it be through an email, whether it be through your phone when you're watching a video, or you're watching a face, or you're seeing a Facebook image in your news feed, whether it be if you're on the tube and you're seeing adverts or something. That is all content. So we're a nation of content junkies, and we've got to utilise that to our advantage as well, especially when we're doing business online. We really have to utilise that. So I hope that's given you some ideas. I'm just wondering if there's any questions at the moment with regards to content marketing or what I've just been speaking about just now. As I said, it's just going to be a very quick one today, just to get you thinking about it and give you some ideas of what you can actually do. So do we have any questions at the moment before I shoot off? Barbara from Beyond Affirmation said, great ideas, thank you. Thank you very much for watching, Barbara, really appreciate it. Tom Eric Green, thank you, Stephen. Welcome to the show, Tom. Really appreciate you being here. Demetrius, hello from London. Thank you for sharing and caring. Thank you, Demetrius. Right, have we got any questions regarding content marketing? Brian Guillaume is saying thanks for the excellent tips. Thank you very much for watching. Brian, really appreciate that. Now I know I've just dumped a load of stuff on you, and I've just dumped all that content on you just now, but as I said, it's kind of condensed, so it kind of seeps into your mind, and it just kind of it's in your mind, it just kind of bubbles away in your mind to get you thinking about things. So that's why I made it so condensed. That's why I gave it to you all, just to get you thinking about it and get you some ideas about what you can do with the content you already have. You don't need to create brand new content. In fact, there's enough content on the internet for you not to create any brand new content. And you've probably got enough content on your blog, you've probably got enough content on your Facebook page or on your Instagram that you can make videos from, that you could make a Facebook Live from. And then once you've done a Facebook Live, you chop that up and make 7 or 8 pieces of content for Instagram. Then when you've done that, you Snapchat all the different pieces of content as well, 10 seconds at a time in a storyline, and you can do it that way as well. So there's loads of ways you can do this, and you could probably use one piece of content and chop it up into about 50 different pieces of content if you really wanted to. Because what you could also do, you could, with a video, if you've got a Facebook Live, for example, this show, I could literally turn this into a podcast and put it up onto podcast. I can put it on SoundCloud as well and put it up there. So that's another 2 pieces of content straight away. So, and I can use that particular SoundCloud kind of MP3 and put that and use that as a blog post. So it's all circular. So you can use it all the time. So that's another 3 or 4 pieces of content there. So there's loads of things you can do to get content out there, and you've probably got enough content out there already to start repurposing all the content that you already have. Okay, I don't think there's any questions just now, unless my feed is sticking again. So with that, I'm going to say a quick hello and goodbye. So have a brilliant day, everybody. I hope that's given you some food for thought, and I will see you tomorrow around about the same time. Until then, take care. Namaste. Bye now.